Welcome back, guys. This is our third tutorial for the Jenkins on the Linux machine, and then we will do all the configuration for the Jenkins. So these are the commands that I have mentioned that is required to install the Jenkins. So just not need to basically remember all these things. Just if you have Google it and open the link, that is the link that I have referring for that. All the command that is required for the installing the Jenkins is available there. So that is to install the Jenkins. First, we have to install the Java on the machine, and then we have to install the Jenkins. Since we have already installed the Java on that machine, so we can skip that command. But this is a new machine for me, so I'm just installing the Java again. Just copy the command. Just log in that as a sudo user, sudo su hyphen, and then install the Java again. If you have installed the Java that I have installed in my previous lecture also, so no need to install this again. So it's installing the Java. It's successfully installed. We can use the command java --- version to check that Java is properly installed or not. It's properly installed now. And then for the installing the Jenkins, these are the command that is required. First, we have curl the Jenkins repo. So just copy these command and run it. That's it. And then we have to import the keys. So these are the command. Just copy the command from the site or the document that I have provided in the description box. You can refer both the things. Just the dot is there. Remove that. Enter. And then use the third one. If you not use this RPM command, RPM basically is the package manager. It's similar to the yum that is required to install the software on the machine. So we can use the RPM one also, or we can use the yum. Both are the package manager that is required. So just we need to import the key. So these are the commands. There's no need to remember all these things. Just follow the link and just do the copy paste kind of the thing. Copy this yum install. Then press Y. So it's installing the Jenkins on the machine. So it's successfully installed. So after installing the Jenkins, we have completed till yum install Jenkins. Then we have to start the Jenkins server service, and then we have to enable the Jenkins, because if you not enable the Jenkins, then we will not able to access the Jenkins outside our AWS machine. So these both the command. First one is for the starting the Jenkins, enable the Jenkins to the accessing from the outside. So these are the things that we have to copy. Copy the first command. So user, so no need for the sudo. Let's remove that and started. And now we have to enable the Jenkins. For that command is systemctl enable Jenkins. That's all. Then to check whether Jenkins is successfully installed or not and service is properly running or not, just copy this command ps aux high. And if you run that command, I just install, and we can see the HTTP port is 8080. That means the Jenkins is running on the port 8080. So we have successfully installed the Jenkins using all the commands, and then the port that Jenkins is using, that 8080 port. Now we have to access the Jenkins. Then how we can access the Jenkins, because we are connecting through the putty and all the things that we are doing as a command line tools only. So for that, basically we need to access the Jenkins UI. So to access the Jenkins UI from your AWS machines, for that you have to go to the AWS console and then copy the public IP address and just and then 8080. Make sure you have to enable the port 8080 on your AWS security. This particular link. If you not enable that port 8080 on the AWS security group, then you are not able to reach that particular Jenkins URL. So open that particular port on the security group and then click enter. It will open successfully the Jenkins page. So whatever the command that is written here, just you need to paste all the command one by one, and then you have to copy the public IP address and then colon 8080 and the press the enter. Then you are able to access the Jenkins. These access Jenkins basically we are accessing from the AWS machine, not from the our local machine. The only thing that remember we have to open the port 8080 from the AWS security group. The next thing is we have to configure the Jenkins for our use. So they are asking for unlocking the Jenkins. So for that, we have to provide the initial admin password, and the location for the initial admin password is mentioned here. Just we have to copy this link and go to the putty again and press cat space and the link. Enter. So these are the password basically used as an initial admin password is provided by the Jenkins. So copy that password as administrator password and continue. So it will just install the suggested plugin that is suggested by the Jenkins. So it will take some time to install the plugin. So I'm meanwhile pausing the recording. Once it is ready, then I will resume the recording again. So all the plugins is successfully installed now. So we can create an admin user by providing the username or the password, or we can skip and continue as an admin user also. So I'm just skipping this action and continue as an admin user. You can create your username and the password for the future use also. So this is our URL for the Jenkins public IP address for this machine and the colon 8080. This is the URL using that we can exit the Jenkins machine outside from the AWS EC2 instance. And now we click on the save and finish. And now Jenkins is ready. And we are able to use the Jenkins from our next lecture to the configuring all the jobs and for the deploying purpose. So basically, these are the command that is required for the installing the Jenkins. Just use all these commands to install the Jenkins and then open the port 8080 on utility group and then copy the public IP and then colon 8080 to the access the Jenkins and then use the cat command to access the initial admin password, and then you have to install the suggested plugin, and then now your Jenkins is ready for your users. In the next lecture, we will configure the job and continue with our first deployment, the application using the Jenkins using the AWS Linux machine. So we will configure the job and perform our first basic deployment basically using the Jenkins. So that's all for this lecture. If you have any questions or query, you can reach out to me on the LinkedIn. My LinkedIn URL is given on the description box. So thank you. Thanks for your time. Thanks a lot.